Ugh. 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 What's up, boys? It's me, the streamer. I'm here, finally. Ugh. I don't know what happened today to me, bro. I was so fucking out of it. Ugh. The bed called to me and I just could not get my ass out of it. You sound like shit. Yeah, I gotta just shake off the fucking muck. I'll be good though. Yeah, I'll be good. Shout out to everyone who employed the life hack and got free games today. I did the life hack. I got one of the free games. I haven't played it, but you know, I got it. Is there any good ones today? Oh shit, a bottle cap. Endless Legend free right now? Oh, do I have Endless Legend? I think I do. Let me check. Bed do be a lustful temptress at sometimes. Yeah, it certainly fucking does. Today it was bad though. Like I got like a night's sleep last night too. That was the thing. So I don't know what the fuck happened. There it is, Endless Legend. Alright. Mine now grabs it. Nice. Buzzing stream? Is it actually buzzing? Fucks with the cable a little bit. Don't tell me it's gonna start buzzing again, I'll fucking scream. Sound like me this morning after a fifth of wild turkey. Not for me. Hello? Hey yo. So it was 100% orange juice. If we're talking about the game, I have OJ already. Friends had me play that a while back. From the night before. For 2 new free deals when I checked today. Not that noticeable, but still there. Is it still there? Because I tried to do something. You know what? Fuck it. Why ask when I could just check it myself? Goes to Twitch. Goes to my own fucking thing. Interference time, let's go! Interference time, let's go! Interference time, let's go! It sounds good. If it's there, then... If it was there before, it seems like it's fixed. Hello. Hey, Cocainer. There's 30 free DLC you can manually... you can add manually for your Endless. Don't think it's a special, though. Oogie googie. Well... You know how these games, or how these streams tend to go. We're gonna go ahead and roll into it pretty quickly here. So that way we can get a decent bit done. Now, from what I remember last time, we were like fucking around. We had just gone into this building and found out that El Diablo is actually just a dice maker. So that was interesting. We need to figure out a way to get into the harbor. Because... whatchamafalkin calls it. We fucked up the gunshot on the dude here, so that's not cool. That's not great. That's not cool. We punched the skinhead in the, or we tried to punch the skinhead, then he like fucking snapped our wrist in half. So that wasn't very fun for me. Our nosaphed storages are obviously they're suffering pretty bad here. No, you will yap? Yeah, I'll yap while we play. I'll yap while we play tonight, goddammit. I've already started half an hour later. There was Radio LNL. Yeah, there was that. We had the big fucking freezer bear. That was a thing. We fucked up our PB. Well, that didn't help us out in any form or fashion. And we'll probably always fuck up the PB because we aren't lifters. No yapping, disgusting. the yap. So if I do this, this gives us a persuasion, right? None of these are gonna help us with savoir-faire. Let's see here. What about any of these? Higher reaction speed, -1 to savior. Is any of these blocking us? We're gonna take our tie off so it doesn't choke us the fuck out. Okay, our shoes. Alright. Can I take another chance at this? I can.
RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
Y'all ready to watch me eat shit? Right out the gate. Tails. Oh! Let's go.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take the world in around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Let's close our eyes for a second. Let's fuck this up and then bonk our head on the railing and fall over dead. Ayo, bossman. Ayo, ayo. Mr. Creamer, did you kick Measurehead or become racist like him? I kicked him, or I tried to kick him, but then he said, I'm like double your size, dumbass, and then put me in my place pretty quick. When I get my gun, though, it's over for him. Looks like shit shall not be eaten today. We are only 10 minutes into the fucking stream. There will be much shit eaten, just not at the moment.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Let's go.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
Look at it. Kim's being so supportive right now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Alright, now we can actually put our fucking shoes back on. And our necktie. Need that Inland Empire after all. And the jacket. Oh. Esprit de corps. My beloved. And we get Shivers for this one too. Nice. Police cloak made with, from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. Signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. Damn, this Elysium is very disco. We be the discoing, baby. So we should get XP for this now, right? Because we have derealization? If I'm understanding how derealization works, at least. 86. So we'll see if we get 87 next time. Did we buy the shirt yet or no? We haven't run down there yet. We do still need to go buy that for the physical stuff. Oh shit. Okay, so now look at this. Radio's emitting strange buzzing sounds, just like me sometimes. Yes, so derealization is getting us our points. Very nice. Giant ass. A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. So this lets us open up this door, I believe. Someone left the coffee machine on. Dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Except this one.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's like in animation when there's one thing that sticks out. And you're like, oh, it's definitely going to be doing something. Well, it's definitely going to be moving here in a second. Grab flashlight.
It's unfortunate for the unit.
Yeah, we do need to put that
leave
on.
the paperwork lying around like this.
It's better than what I did, Kim, where I threw my paperwork in the fucking, the shitter.
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Okay.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
What's in it?
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. 2 kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Couron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Wonder if we can find anything on the drug stuff.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
XCOM moment, let's go.
Whatever's hidden
Hell yeah.
here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Everett shoes, whatever its plants, sweep office floor, more banners, special whirling borscht.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do note with the list of errands for Everard.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Remember,
Another
Leo,
note.
Everard's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everard's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Have we met anyone named Leo yet? It's not coming to my mind. The only thing that really sticks out here is the special whirling borscht. What is that just like a like a party? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a type of food, isn't it? I mean, they do serve food there, but
All items on the list, the drawer, slide.
maybe we'll get a little bit more insight into what exactly that's going to be later. Pull out the flashlight. There we go. And let's go ahead and get the ledger out. Isn't Leo that dino that got cut from GVH? I wasn't going to be the one to say it. Wait, that's a phone. We probably don't... At least I think that's a phone. Probably don't want to use that just yet. Book La Fumée. Volume 1, number 4. Well, I guess we can interact with that real quick, see what the fuck's going on there. The leading intellectual organ of modern communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizel with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Gone too soon, rest in peace, swimmer boy. More like rest in peace, bozo. You got out in time. A good thing to come out of GVH, and he's not even real.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friesel. From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Communism propaganda, my freaking favorite.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it.
And why Friesel?
Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
I understand now. Flip through.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Isn't Leo the guy that was going to bang Sage? Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine how the fucking Sage posters would have reacted to that? Oh god, they're already wild as it is. I want to send them into a fucking frenzy. Alright, let's read the editor's note.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, du cristal à la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turned to smoke under communism.
Leo dated a plant? Leo dated a plant that likes to cook.
But
in case you weren't aware, the plant does love cooking.
We too are at risk of
it's their whole
going
fucking
à la fumée.
personality.
Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers.
So the plant cooks. What? Don't think about it too much.
So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
Okay, but if the OG project was a dating sim and Leo X Sage was a thing, was the OG script for that we join in or NTR one of them? Well, given how the fucking script went all over the place before, I would say you could really have it go either way. Though part of me would say that it would probably have been written that we join in. If I were to take a stab in the fucking dark. Plant that likes Vorb, Mr. Creamer decided to go to the boring desert. And then we got the mommy armor. That was, yeah. God, that game has so many weird things. Kim, I think this is a communist magazine.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
Hold on, what the hell are y'all talking about? The what? Bozo didn't watch the GVH streams and it freaking shows. Go stab in the dark. Don't stab people in the dark. That's not nice. Stab them in the light so that way they can see it happen. To be honest, the desert was more cursed than the aforementions. Yeah, the desert was a little painful. I didn't fuck. Yeah. That was a whole train wreck of 3 streams. I didn't watch the GVH streams as well, and I'm proud of it. Man, I can't blame you. After what happened on that 3rd stream, anybody who heard me fucking yelling at the game, if your decision at that point was, well, I'm not gonna go through that, fucking more power to you.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I will say, I did see like a recommended in my YouTube today. It's not there anymore, but it was like someone like, yo, GVH is like my favorite game of this year, and like at the bottom right on the thumbnail was like best game of 2023 question mark. And I was like, dude, there's no fucking way, right? There's no fucking way. This has to be ironic. I didn't click on the video. I should have to see if they were being genuine. You know, at the end of the day, if they were able to derive enjoyment from fucking A, good on them. But, oh, goodness. Stream was going loco. Wait, there was Vor mentions? What? Yeah, apparently, there's they talk about Vor if you go to the swamp instead of the desert. Really cool, right? Naomi's revive skill makes whoever got revived to use their mommy living armor she wears after an encounter included. Yeah, and they really wanted to lean into like the whole calling Naomi mommy thing, and I was like, stop. Wait a fucking minute, ain't that the game where Reed's into some wild shit? I don't think Reed was into anything crazy, he was just a DM. Watched all 3 GVH streams and all I got was this shirt. The shirt is a metaphor for unbridled anger. Yeah, me too, man, me too. And I'm the one who fucking streamed it. You'd have thought they'd have given me something just a little bit cooler than that. I needed a painkiller after that shitstorm. No, not good on them. They should be shamed. Look, if they were able to make their $30 worth it, I think that that's impressive. All right, I think that's something to be happy for them about. I still think that their take is pretty shit, but you know, what can you do? Naomi's skill does what? Yeah, she was so like in fucking GVH they got L and L sections which are just their own D&D. And Naomi was a priest, so she has the revive skill. So she revived the skeleton, but she didn't really revive the skeleton. What she did is she activated the living armor, and then the living armor called her mommy, and everybody was like, "Oh, look, mommy, you got your armor." And it's like, "Oh my god, shut up. What the fuck?" Big oof on that, brother. Regis wanted to bang a twink. That's true, he did. At the end, I think he gets the chance to, but I couldn't tell. We had a, like a 3-minute montage of things that would have been way cooler to do in GVH than what we did in GVH. How does GVH manage to hijack streams like this? Oh my god. Told you to watch GVH in a nutshell and call it a night, but you just had to go head first into it. We still did watch GVH in a nutshell and we appreciated it way more. Now goes it. It's going alright, Venganza. Venganza. At least I think I pronounced that right. We're just starting out some Disco Elysium tonight. We're about a little under half an hour in. We're having GVH talks though, so that's rapidly taking the piss out of me. Rosa was trying to fuck anything that moves. Oh, Raul. Like the worst, at least Rosa, the worst thing that they had going on was fucking just the thirst during the D&D segments. Other than that, Rosa was just kind of chill. Rosa was there. We really didn't get much from Rosa. It would have been funny to do Raul's pickle, but you know, what can you do? It's a goddamn meteor. On a side note, since GVH is done, what we getting for Fang Friday? More disco? I would say disco is like a safe fallback option in case I don't think of anything for tomorrow. But maybe I'll try to like throw something up that'll be interesting for us. GVH has stolen your soul. It demands payment. It can keep the fucking soul, man. I don't need it at the end of the day. I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine being a soulless husk. I just gotta like, I gotta put in a little bit more effort on stream is all. Peak has been ransacked by GVH. GVH really did come in here and slap all of us, spilled all of our chalky milks, and then told us we were gay. It was rough. People in Discord are writing, they want fitness channel. Fitness whole wiener in your mouth? Are they actually like yelling about having a fitness channel? Why have I been added and snooting up? Are they talking about the workout and snooting up? Can we have a fitness channel? I mean, fuck, if there's enough people that want a fitness channel, I could throw one in. It's not a big deal. I mean, I gave you guys your dream channel, I gave you guys your cooking channel. If you guys want fitness, by all means, you can have fitness. Rosa, you mean Raul? Piss Boy's taking the piss out of Mr. Streamer. No, not the Piss Boys, just GVH. Just GVH, and they are not one of the boys, that's for damn sure. Guess we want your fitness channel. Death Road stream. I do have it now, so it is possible. GVH streams were a blur. There was not enough alcohol in my system for it, that's for sure. Please give fitness. Me and the bros are discussing our gains. Alright, I'll look at adding a fitness channel in the Discord after stream today then. That'll be fine. It is Fang Friday. You could read the fic, you know? Wink wink. I could. But will I? But will I? Fitness channel would be nice. I'm gonna need to fucking work out later, honestly. I fucking yesterday, I don't know, I like blacked out during the day. It just was gone. But I don't know, I can find some time to work out today. And that'll be a good reason to add the fitness channel too. Bro, pickle time. It's a win tonight for us fitness boys, base dank. Bro's definitely one of the boys. If only we got to talk to you know, Raul. But unfortunately, because we decided a funny thing during an L&L segment, game said, you didn't deserve to talk to Raul. It's like, what? Cringe. Throws a brick at your head. This one with fitness. What would you think? What fic? We're reading, currently we're going through None in the Chamber. What's the tag now? What's, like, None in the Chamber Fallen Angel, I think? Or it was None in the Chamber reprimed, but they done updated that damn title. Haven't watched the GVH VODs. I don't know if I'm ready to lose that many brain cells. Okay, look. For anybody that hasn't watched the GVH VODs, if you have any interest, keep in mind, this is how it goes. The first stream is me being like a little sketched out on where we're going, but hopeful, like optimistic, hopeful even, with how the game might play out. The second VOD is me discovering, wait, it's not going to get better. Oh my god, it's actually getting worse. Huh. And I had such high hopes for you. And then the last VOD is just mask off. I'm pissed. This game is... What is going on? You've train wrecked literally everything. Like, I think I dragged out what should have been like at most an hour into 3 hours because I had to keep pausing and just fuming. I feel like to see Mr. Streamer going insane. It's a good watch. That is true. Yes. Chad's talking about 500, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, it was because... No. It was Lassiter. And Lassiter would never say that we should read 500 as 500. I forgot to show 500 this stream. Art, if you're slipping up, my guy, you gotta work on that shit. Got None in the Chamber, if you catch my drift. I don't know what the drift is. I just wanted to say that because I thought it would be funny. We all be drifting out here. Did you guys know my previous online alias was Drifter 2011 / Drifter 1973? That's a little bit of lore for you, I suppose. Birthday was great seeing live, honestly. Having you being that angry was nice content. Like, that was genuine, too. Like, you guys, for those of you who saw the other GVH streams, you know I was trying to give the game a chance. I wasn't coming into it to, like, actually rip it to fucking shreds. I was coming in to be like, okay, let's see what GVH is. Everybody says it's fucking, like, bad, but I'm gonna give it a fair shake here. And my fair shake turned into me getting just so pissed off at it because I'm like, what is this writing? You've bumbled everything that you could have set up. What... 3 hours and 20 minutes. 3 hours and 20 fucking minutes of angy. Mr. Streamer, can we get non-smut version of 500 after this stream? Oh yeah, you did say there was like a fucking non-smut version, didn't you? I know it's gonna be funny, but I don't know if I can stop myself from getting mad too. You probably won't be able to. Like, I remember Arctic was saying during that stream, he had played it, right? And he knew it was coming, but he was like, I don't know if I can keep watching. I'm getting pissed again. Did you just insinuate you're unable to have children? Wait, to Jake's drift? Ah, the None in the Chamber. I see what you mean. Why those years? 2011, I think it's because we made like a fucking account on like, what was it? It was either Xbox or something. And that's when we updated it, so it was Drifter 2011 at that point. And then 1973 was because my dad set up the account. Or like our accounts previously, and so like whenever we had like a shared account, that would be Drifter 1973 at that point. So that's the lore. And then eventually I landed on Humanoto being my my own personal alias. So Drifter was more of a shared one between me and my brother until I went to PC, and then I kind of used Drifter for a little while then as well. I thought that there was just like a sound, like a siren or something like in the distance there, but I think that was just in-game. Remember when it got so bad you paused it and hovered over the exit game option? It was real. I think, I want to say that was when they were like forcing me to apologize or some shit, and I was like, no. I'm not gonna apologize. That was deserved, you fuckers. Kind of felt bad you got that mad, like that game was wasted. It was such wasted potential, and that's what pissed me off the most. Here's the thing though, guys. Like, I got pissed there, but like, I could have gotten angrier. But I was reeling it in. I was at the end of the day, I was gonna be okay. We'll be soon getting a vasectomy. Well, it's straight up the worst idea you ever had. Nuh-uh. I ain't want no chillins. Nope, my gene pool ends with me. Sorry. Well, at least we don't have to worry about the Pan Man reproducing. We're all good in that case. Mr. Squeamer has entered the chat. Welcome. Welcome. We eagerly await your Phoenix Wright or whatever the fuck you're gonna stream next. Figure out how to get Snoot Game working and watch you do that shit. Is that bad a waste of potential? Fuck's sake. When I have children too, will be alright, but later, of course, I will be the father I never had. Hell yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna have children, to be honest. I'm not in like the fucking mindset for it. So I ain't even gonna worry about it right now. Remember that now? I forgot it, but you reminded me. Anger's 2 degrees of love. Or 2 degrees off of love. Only thing worse than that's fear, than apathy. GVH has cool shit, but fumbled it so bad. It's like, I think I said it during the streams. The story, there's so, like, you don't even need to make, like, big, sweeping changes to make the story tolerable. Like, there's just a couple things you need to do where you're being more cognizant of, like, oh, this is what the character's chosen. We need to tweak this dialogue. Oh, this doesn't really make sense. This comes off as, like, very weird writing. 500, your cross has been reclaimed. I will bear this. Oh yeah, that's right. I can just toss that at you and I'll be good. Basically, besides vasectomies are reversible, so if I do want to have kids, I can just, you know, reverse it. It's just it's a power limiter. You can drop your weighted vest at any time if you really want to. But it's there to make you stronger. Yeah, they didn't know. He already promised everyone you can take the safe work version. One day I just need to knock that shit out and then be done with it. It's like ripping a band-aid off. Has to happen at some point. See, I told you guys we'd eventually end up yapping. We've been sitting here at the same screen for like 10 minutes, haven't we? My weighted balls. You should have just said weighted balls. I know you wanted to say it. I mean, if my brain had worked properly, I thought about that, yeah, I would have said that. But I'm stupid, remember? Remember? Mr. Streamer does not have a functioning brain half the time. I'm working with like half... Anytime I boot up the stream, all my logic goes right out the fucking window. My rhetoric's down, my drama's down. I become a bumbling case of dumbass because I'm sitting here trying to like think, okay, wait, what do I do next? Okay, let me look at the script real quick. Ruffles through my papers. Bluest balls on the planet. Just pump and dump it. Bushy brows moment. Fucking love Naruto. Not really. Not really, but there's some cool stuff. Best thing is the in-game time that keeps passing. Fuck me, was it actually passing? Fuck me. Ah, fuck. Yeah, it's fine. We'll be good. Reed was the most developed character. The worst he did was also the best he did. The last LNL he was supposed to avoid world end crap, but the power surge reminded him, so he said his goodbyes instead. Yeah, I mean the only things that Reed really did that were like ugh was like it was rampant doomerism. When it's like, dude, come on, lighten up just a little bit. Just went through reproduction. About 35% of vasectomy reversals fail from what the textbook said. Well, that means that, what, 60, you're rolling a 65? Now, if any XCOM's taught me anything, those odds scare the fuck out of me. But, you know, if somebody wants to do it, I guess fucking send it. Time stops when text is rolling. I'm now cognizant of it being 13:19, and I'm waiting to see if it ticks over at any point. Now realizing that Wani was released on my birthday. Is your birthday Valentine's Day? Because I think that's when they released it, didn't they? I think I got the voices for all those involved. Just need a night that I can get sloshed for proper entertainment. I'll have to see what it's like when you're well and truly sloshed. Because I only got in there, I think, when you were starting to come back too. Time only advances during text after some choices. Yeah, it looks like we're actually fine. Looks like I wasn't getting fucking owned. Speaking of which, let's make some text choices, shall we? I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Seminine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd.
That was released on Valentine's Day. What an interesting day to have a birthday. You did a pirouette and fell. I did hear about that. That sounded funny. Sloshed, right? Reed needed some Carfe to become the Nothing Matters kind of base. Yeah, you got Nothing Matters, and you've got Nothing Matters. He was definitely the first. We need to get more characters on Carfe, guys. I think that shit works pretty well. And the world was ending compared to having an orderly line at the end of the world. Reed was the only one who consistently acknowledged the end and showed he was coping with it more than once. Yeah, I mean, like, I can understand what he was doing. I just, you know, personally, I would have liked a little bit just, not necessarily be more cheerful, but, you know, maybe have a little more tact when you're dropping your doomer stuff, you know? But I guess, you know, the world is ending. You can't really blame him necessarily. That's why I didn't really have a huge problem with this character. Unlike other characters. Cinnamon whiskey and orange soda. I will be well and gone within 2 cups and likely won't stop there. I still have not gotten the fucking drink eat on stream yet. The worst I got was, I think, the first GVH stream. And that's just, my walking forward was a little difficult. Walking straight, that is. Then again, like I said before, I'm not a big drinker. I drink like once in a blue moon. And when I do, I try to at least get something out of it. Skill VA, not an acrobat. Kim needs some Carfe. That's what we've been saying, man. If we can get Kim on Carfe, this fucking detective duo will be unstoppable. I think the GVH story would be cool if you gave me a ballistic weapon and sent me loose like a feral dog into the world. Honestly, like, yeah, it would be more interesting. You'd have something going on at least. Trash being a universal constant of evil. That was nice to see at least. You know, having trash be someone that I want to fucking throttle. Next time you get drunk on stream, I will join you in drinking. Yeah, we'll have to see when that is. I need someone like fucking, I need someone like Jeremy with me on the stream. That way he can like cut me off. He could be like, the bartender needs to stop you. Same, to be honest. Community drink night. A night of bad decisions on a Saturday. That sounds like a good time. Phrasing? No, it's all good. If I said something sus, you know what? Fuck it, I own it. Need somebody responsible. Yeah, ask Jeremiah. Can I join with weed? Yeah, sure, you know. Pick your poison. whatever you want to do, you can join in and be fucking fucked up. Didn't know how much of a Twitter goblin Trish was on GVH until I saw you playing it. God damn. GVH really does have like a toxic aura, even here in the safety of Disco Elysium. A good fucking game. It finds a way to kick me in the nuts. You said something sus in relation to trash, though. What, because that I wanted to pummel her? Is that what I said? I thought that's what I said. Non-sober community tonight. Let's go. How much you bet that cocainer will do cocaina? Cocaina. Past 2 days I got sent to the 4th dimension. Yeah, you were out of it for a while, weren't you, SWAT? 3? We're betting 3? Is that what we're doing? Throttle. Lean stream when? Guys, I can't do lean. I can't literally be Inko. You have to understand. She was a bothead and I don't normally drink. Next VC stream would be a wondrous jaunt of debauchery. Speaking of the community night, I need to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do for that. As always, I got ideas and we can always like fall back to one of our previous nights, but Sorry, don't say your GF secrets here. YouTube will shoot you. Crack stream when? It's a good fucking question, isn't it? Who knows when the crack stream will show up? Barotrauma. I saw some people playing Barotrauma in the Discord today. Part of me was like, I kind of want to jump in there and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing, huh? Piloting a sub like a little freak? Who doesn't want to hate fucker, to be honest? I assume we're talking about Trish here. You know, a lot of people probably do. Work pissed me off and I was like, fuck this. Good sleep time. Well, doesn't sound like the healthiest coping, but you know. Who am I to judge? Was there being the captain? I'm a damn good captain. Alright, then whenever we do community fucking Barotrauma night, you can be the fucking captain, Jake. I gotta be the goddamn surgeon, so, you know, that's where I'll be. Is it too late, Mr. Creamer? It is too late, Mr. Creamer. We've already posted Trish in the filth chat. You guys have posted, like, every fucking character at this point. Even characters that everybody's like, wait, what are you talking about? Trigger appreciators. Look, Mimi, you know, I'm all for her. Trish, still kind of want to just chuck her out of a window. Damn right. I will be the funny clown. Well, every sub needs one guy who can keep the morale up. Or one guy who's going to be slipping fentanyl in your arm when you're not looking and then honking a horn at you as he runs away. You know, both of those are fine. Except for me, the medical guy, who's going to have to deal with having to administer some fucking Narcan later. Yup, my trigger. I smoke medically. Sparkles. I will do many funnies. See, the thing is with Barotrauma too, though, if we were going to do a community night, I'd have to decide between campaign stuff or just doing, like, fucking quick play. Because quick play is easy enough to do, but you lose out some of the interesting gameplay that campaign would provide. But for a community night where it's, like, more of a one-off, probably quick play is a good idea. And then, on top of that, do you put traders on the sub or not? Judy, my beloved. You know, I gotta ask, Lassiter. Is Judy number 2 or number 3? I mean, we know who number 1 is, but they posted Mallow multiple times. Yeah, they claimed that they used Mallow as a way to kind of fumigate the filth chat, you know? Try to reset it back to default. Mimi is Pog, abso-fucking-lutely. Big and nice make me happy. Honestly, I'm more surprised when I hear certain characters don't have smut drawn to them. That's what the rest of that message was supposed to be. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, there's definitely some characters that get overrepresented in that stuff, but if you look hard enough, most characters you can find at least something. I know Ardiv's been, like, starving for, like, some Nazar stuff. Still no Nazar JPEGs in the server. Yep, right there. Before I even read the message. I guess I could feel it in the chat. It's not, but the good thing is I'll go a month before drinking again. Mallow is the peacekeeper of filth. Godspeed, Blue. I was about to say, you know who's number 1, but yes, Judy definitely number 2. I just didn't know if there was another number 2. Because I know that Judy and Fang are like the fucking... Your biggest... the ones you support the most there. But I didn't know if there was a third sleeper agent that I wasn't aware of. I'm a Skito head for life. I love Skito. Need to finish some meme art? Yes. Hold out my hands expectantly. Give. Schizo would absolutely help me on my pan crusade. So would Schizo get the pass then by assisting? There are days I just want to look up Fetish Art of Snoot, Wani, GVH and post in the filth channel to inflict suffering upon everyone in there. I don't, but I have urges sometimes. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. I can understand that, just wanting to fuck shit up. Just run in there and shake the box while everybody's inside. Hell yeah. But there's strength in not doing that. Yes, she would. Is it number 1? Yes, Schizo gets the pass. Official decree, I'm taking her off the wheel of pain. Whoever said they want to inflict suffering with fetish art, I understand them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
Yo, wait, what the fuck? We were talking about bear wrestling. We did see bear wrestling. Guys, what's the bear wrestling about?
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself. According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV.
We can definitely inflict more suffering there. You guys don't understand. There could come a day where Mr. Streamer starts posting the filth and everybody's gonna start panicking. They're like, what the fuck? What's he doing here? He can't be here! When it says bear wrestling, does that mean 2 bears are wrestling each other, or...?
Of course not. The article makes plain that this is man on bear, or in some cases, woman on bear competition. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation.
I have a giant spinning wheel with names of characters on them, which I spin to randomly pick my next victim. And then cars jumping in with, I believe, the first message of the night from them being Boobies. There we go. Versus Kiara, I see. To be honest, the funniest thing about the fetish art shenanigans is the time people don't have the repulsion they think they'll have and either have to contain or out themselves. Yeah, the moment of, oh wait, I don't hate this. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The smart people keep it to themselves. Susie posting by Mr. Streamer himself. The Susie posting would not be in filth. I can assure you that. It would just be Susie appreciation. Not too sure how I feel about that.
According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively.
I guess it's hard to fight a bear if you're out of shape.
That's very much the idea. President Kaczynski has long maintained that a strong body is the best defense against capitalist aggression.
What was with the pony posting in filth last night? Guys, I haven't caught up with filth, so I don't know. Did they do pony posting again? Smart people keep it to themselves. Suddenly somebody, I'm into fat bitches! Yep. It's funny too because it becomes like an event, right? When somebody like posts something that's really like fucking out there, and then everybody's like, wait, what the fuck? And then there's always, without a doubt, one guy who's just like, guys, maybe he was onto something though. Maybe he was okay. Do you want a Mimi Doodle boss? Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Does that even need to be asked when you think about it? Love Lanny's reaction to porn being posted in filth. He just says one-word reactions. Lanny is such a character. I appreciate the guy. Down with the queen. Wait, does the queen have that gap? Man, shut your bitch ass. And then, you know, there we go. We got through that part. We got through. Happy Fang Friday. Oh yeah, technically it's Fang Friday for me now. I don't have like a horn or anything, but I do have like a kazoo. I can make a noise on that. There you go. Fang Friday! Yay! Whee! I saw that. I think they're running out of Dino Women to post. At some point, they have to hit the bottom of the well. That or they need to start doing commissions. They need to start commissioning people for their stuff. Mr. Creamer, I have an idea for a fic. It's about giving Ramona Flowers the snoot treatment. Not making her scaly, just giving her an antithesis as a couple. Thoughts? No thoughts, brain empty. Here's the thing, I'm not familiar with the what's the word for it? That's Scott Pilgrim, isn't it? Ramona Flowers? If so, I haven't actually, like, I don't know what all goes on there. Yay, happy Fang Friday. We have Vase for more dino pictures. And by God, do they pump out some good shit. I give them the salute. I give anybody in the fucking, who posts in the Discord a salute, you know? All the original art and stories that they do over there, really fucking cool. Really fucking cool to see people being creatives. Or they start dredging furry sites. I know, like, dredging's used in the context of, like, you know, trying to, like, look for something, like, you know, digging deep, essentially. But anytime I hear dredging, I can only think about dredge. And how, like, you know, you fish up all the fucking freaky little things in the sea. I guess it's not too far off that, though, is it? Some eldritch horrors. What the fuck is that sound? I hear, like, somebody, like, blaring music outside. Cooking one meal doesn't make you a cook, but post one pony JPEG and you're a horse fucker for the rest of history. Look, there's a reason I haven't tagged anybody as horse fucker yet. I'm dangerously close to starting to label some of you guys as feet fuckers. Some fucking feet posters over here, but I'm holding my tongue. Because here's the thing, too. Here's the thing that people may not understand, right? The moment you whip out, like, you brand somebody with feet poster or something, invariably somebody else is going to be like, well, I want that. I guess I'm going to have to post a bunch of feet to get it. Okay, here we go. Invariably, it'll happen. We have some elite artists in the server. This shit's cool. I 100% that game. Did I 100% dredge? I think I did. Even with the DLC. Let me check. No, I did not 100% it. What the hell? What are these achievements? Did they add new achievements? Huh. I could have swore I had this on 100% before. Interesting. Darn it, I guess I have to ask into the server. Yeah, the server's a think tank. They'll give you some interesting stuff. Mr. Hands label. Oh. Cars definitely deserves that. Where's my primary antagonist tag? What did I just come back to? You know, you could say that. You could jump in at any point in the stream and say that, and it'll probably be something wildly different than what I would have been able to say 10 minutes ago. I'm only, you know, we're talking about giving people roles based off of their fucking freakisms. God cares why. It's where you pick up a puppy in a dog shelter, everyone applauds you. When you pick up a girlfriend in a women's shelter, suddenly you're a danger to society. Come on, Ardiv. Vincenzo made me enjoy this information. Angry car outside. Angry car. Hell yeah. That is Mimi right there, baby. Here, hold up. Let me pop these open real quick. for the boys. Since we did just pass Trigger Thursday, here, you guys can have this. Good job, Mimi. Good job, Mimi. Courtesy of Best Day Ever here on YouTube or on Discord, Bonfire Bones. Ugh. Move everything around on the screen. Get back to the thing. Here we go. DLC brought new achievements. I know I got some of the DLC achievements for Dredge. I guess I didn't get them all. But I think I got like all the fish, so I don't know. I'll have to go back and take a look at some point, I guess. If it becomes a natural problem within the server, that's when you receive your badges of tardation. Where's my goddamn corruption roll, Humo? Plugs my ears. Wah, 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 wah. Can't hear you. I'm busy. I'm busy sleeping. Not a car, that's an angry lawnmower. Guess the only role for me that would fit is officially the oldest in the server, thanks to a recent poll that was 100% rigged. Oh shit, I guess I do have to fucking tag that on your head. That's death. Niwa died. A glorious death. Trigger hate fucker tag when. Dude, some of you guys want like the most wild tags to just be on you. You just want to be branded with something and it's like, really? Really? That's the one you want? We love Mimi? Absolutely. No, Mimi is too pure. I need the hate. Oh, don't worry, I think they were Trish posting today, so like you can go find that. At least somebody said they were. I think I only pseudo 100% it though. I think there's fish that were added later that counted for other areas and I didn't unlock the boat colors. Well, I definitely didn't unlock the boat colors. I know that much. I was a fisherman, goddammit. I was there to fish. Mimi, my beloved. Mimi, our beloved. Is there a description for the rules somewhere? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I don't think you can add like a view servers role edits. Can you actually add a description of the rules? No. It doesn't look like you can add a description. I guess I could make like a like one of the official information channels where I just like give a quick descriptor for every role that's there for people who aren't aware. That might not be a bad idea. Boomer? Boomer! It's all Fang posts and snooting up now. Somewhere it's Fang Friday. They love their Taro GF. Someone to tag, and we just want to go unnoticed. Anon moment. It's the problem. I would feel bad if I wanted to do the thing I want to do to Trish. They posted a colored picture of one of the Karma Snoocher folder pics involving Trish. Yeah, I get a feeling I know which one they probably did.
In shape,
Back to the bears.
shape, you've always preferred to rely on your wits.
Kim, do you think there's any chance our case would take us to the SRV?
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask?
I was thinking it might be fun to partake in a bear fight.
I suppose that would be something to see.
The lieutenant seems amused at the thought of you wrestling a bear.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents
Guys,
unfolds before you.
Guys, do you think that Kim would cheer us on in a bear fight, or do you think he'd put his bets on the bear? Because I get the weird feeling he might put his bets on the bear. It's too late, Mr. Creamer. I've spent last 20 minutes Fang posting. Is that different from any other day of the week? What is Kunst und Kultur?
It takes a moment, but gradually it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
It's one way for Kim to get some new spinners. If me getting fucking gored by a big old bear is how Kim gets his spinners, I think we deserve it. Depends on what you mean by bear fighting.
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tourney, a critical Mazovian perspective.
He'd bet on the bear, but he'll say he supports you to be polite. Very good, detective. Go out there and win some money. As he's slipping $1,000 over to like the bear bet. What's this tip-top tourney?
The actual article is surprisingly light on details, but after skimming a page or two, you gather that it has something to do with motor carriage racing.
Yeah, let's see what these communists have to say about Tip Top.
You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney.
Fucking snore! What's wrong with Tip Top?
Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes.
Hang on, who wrote this stuff?
Oddly enough, this article has 2 bylines: Nasteb Encolada Bernal and Exilus Buka.
Alright, I'll bite. What's so wrong about the sponsorships, huh?
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount laundry detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a fritter.
Is there any way to get a title repealed? Genuinely curious. If you ask for it, and I feel like it's a title that's worth taking off of you. Like, if you end up being a big old feet poster and you keep unapologetically posting feet, but then you say, can I not have the feet poster role? I'll probably look at you and say, I don't know. You keep posting feet. It kind of sticks. Okay, buddy. Okay. I don't know why you okay buddied me. I'm telling you how it is. All right, but then you get to see them crash,
And
though.
that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
Calm down there. I am calm.
At the end of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real races that you're really watching for.
No, I'm pretty sure I like it for the racing.
Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave.
Oh, I guess I never thought about it much. You sound like a psychologist. Maybe you know better than I do.
That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
Hey, Kim, this article says that no one watches Tip Top Tourney for the races.
Oh, come on. Can this article read your mind?
It seems to think so.
A certain kind of young man reads 1 or 2 books and suddenly thinks he understands the secret structures of reality. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
What's happening on Friday? As in right now, because it's technically Friday for me, or as in tomorrow when my next stream is. Right now, we're playing disco. Tomorrow, maybe more disco? We'll see, we'll see. I didn't sow shit, yet here I am reaping. Just because the seeds tumbled out of your pocket and you forgot about them doesn't mean you didn't sow them. True. Still think there should be a pinned post in some place like channel rules or something for role descriptors. That makes sense. Okay, wait. Guys, I need somebody to like fucking flip through the book or get your notepad out. Start taking notes. Fitness channel, role descriptions. We need those 2 things. Taps on the notebook. Tomorrow reading, you already overslept Monday. Oh, true. We are owed words, magic voice man. Didn't I? I read on Monday, didn't I? Ugh. it was Sunday that I wasn't there. And then we streamed Tuesday. And then we didn't stream Wednesday? Yeah, that's right. You overslept Monday. What the fuck? Hold up. Goes to look at my own fucking... Goes to look at my stream history. What the fuck? Real? Content. Live. Let's see. Okay, so I had this stream. That was on the 15th. That'd have been a Tuesday. And then none in the chamber was... This was a Saturday. So I skipped Sunday. No, I streamed Monday. I streamed Monday. Fang Friday. Chat lore channel. Only Blue will have access to that to write. You overslept Monday. I was having surgery Monday. It was Monday, and I distinctly remember it, though maybe weird American time shenanigans. Technically, mine Monday is your Sunday. Look, I'll be willing to concede that day stuff is a little odd for me, given that, you know, I stream from one day to the next, essentially, with how late I start my stream. Fuck you mean weird American time? The whole world shares time. Monday, our designated reading day, I did do the reading. Tuesday I streamed because I didn't have anything, or I didn't have my watch night going on, so I was able to stream Disco then. Yesterday, Wednesday, I didn't stream because I passed out and I was just sleeping. We streamed today a little later. Saturday was the fucking community night. And there was a day, so yeah, there was a day between Saturday and Monday that I didn't stream, which obviously that you fill in the blanks there, that's a Sunday stream I missed. So, that's where we're at right now. But you know, yeah, we might read tomorrow too. I remember Monday, I don't remember Tuesday or Wednesday. That hurt us. I don't know, some reason, yes, your ancestral guilt. You didn't stream. Snoot now.
Unsurprisingly,
no.
Much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
No Snoot now. Disco now.
You skim the headlines.
Kim and Raphael. Ambrosius Cousteau.
Wild Pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez. Then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Cape Side Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Disco Snoot now. Snoot Elysium.
Ah, this must be Gaston's handiwork.
Gaston. Damn communists. Should have killed a lot of them when we had the chance. If it weren't for the wild pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Charging rent to just live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Damn commies. Charging rent to live somewhere is pretty outrageous.
The writer G. Martin,
I say, looking at
brightly
my rent,
that capitalists love wealth redistribution, so long as it's only redistributed upward.
It's Fang Friday, it's moral obligation. She's cute, she has a snoot, and she loves you. We could use a palate cleanser after having done 3 weeks of GVH for Fang Friday in a row. Remember emigrating from the Philippines and getting to America literally in 4 hours, despite the plane ride being 12 hours. It's funny because my pal Jeremy is going to be flying from West Coast to East Coast, and he's going to be it's like a fucking 8-hour trip, but it's going to take him 12 hours. It's hilarious. And then when you fly back the other way, like it's only technically a 4-hour trip. Mr. Shimmy, can we get Mia Mondays in the server? Artiv, you're gonna have to be the one to lobby for that. If you can, you know what? Have people go around, have people sign your petition for a Mia Monday, and if you get enough signatures, maybe I'll consider it. Maybe I'll consider throwing you a bone. Get ready, guys. Ardo's about to go door to door. Got to America 4 hours before I time traveled. Dude, fuck yeah. Mia Monday? Nah. Mimi Monday. Oh, right. Sorry, Ardiv. Yeah, sorry, Ardiv. We already have someone better. You know what this calls for? You know what this calls for? This calls for a fucking poll. This calls for a poll in the Discord. Hold up. Hold up. Pointless poll. Pointless poll time. Announcement board. Here we go. Where is it? How do I do a poll again? Right here. There we go. Pointless poll time. Mia Monday or Mimi Monday? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. There we go. I'll go take a look at that in a little bit. Let the people choose. Oh shit. Counterpoint Bianca Saturday. Can we make a new day that starts with a B? This is an easy vote. A true tragedy, there's no day that starts with Z. Zara Zonk Day will never be real. Guys, we have the power of collective autism. We can make days. Last one got censored big time. Nuh-uh, Mariana Monday. We're gonna have to like have fucking wars over this shit, aren't we? What was in the graveyard? Let's see here. Kill commies now. Fuck you, YouTube. You know, I'm not surprised that YouTube actually shot that one. Can I shoot him if he shows up at my door? Yes. It's your right, truly. It's rigged. I don't think it's rigged. I think you just couldn't get enough signatures there, buddy. Sorry, Mimi. Why is Mo Monday not an option? Guys, you can't come at me. You can't come at me. I refuse. Tracy Tuesday. Did we already have 11 Mimi? 11 Mimi? 11 for Mimi. Holy shit. People want their Mimis. I don't accept the results of this poll. Collective artism. Lil Gator, Saint Hammond saying. Penis pose. Tism gang. Sad face. New poll. Mo Monday or Mimi. Are we gonna have to like a fucking brackets type deal here? Where we pit this Monday versus this Monday, this Tuesday versus this Tuesday, and then whatever gets to the final, that's the officials. Ardiv, I'm sorry. Not really, because Mimi's sweet, but the gesture's there. See, here's the thing though. A Mia poster would never extend such a nicety. Moment. Starving for me in this Discord. What do you mean you're starving? What do you mean? Trigger Tuesday versus Tracy Tuesday. How about my Daniel GF is getting panned by Jake Parade Monday? I don't know about that one. I don't like that one.
Back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
This magazine took like an hour to flip through. That was crazy. What's this book? No, it's Le Jardin 21. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. And what's this? Every worker equals a member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. Onto more magnesium that we don't need. Ooh, visual calculus, but no drama. What's our current classes? Logic, but minus an authority. Shit. Let's put these on. We need the visual calculus right now. New stream idea, Discord server, Paul Royale. Kill Mia, Boo Jake, Boo, Pan. I thought you got a shovel. Shovel is just a long pan, the spirit of the pan world, if you will. I won't accept such messages from a feet and pony poster. Goodness gracious. Stop lowering your authority, damn it, Uma. I just raised my authority by changing my glasses. What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about? I literally just raised it. Listen to me. Kill commies. Wow, okay, Cars gets away with it, but you didn't, Lester? That's some blatant favoritism there, I think. Automod loves me. Automod's picking fucking favorites. It shows.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
It's because I'm East European. Yeah, I'm used to being discriminated against. Automod finally helping Naomi posters for once.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993.
Better dead than red. Fucking A, brother. You're so right. Fuck them commies. Pan is better. It hits good and gives you tinnitus in the process. A spade or a shovel. A spade is often confused for a shovel. It has a pointed rounded end to break earth. A shovel's like a spade, but instead of a point, it's flat. Well, there you go. We're learning today's. I know the difference. Put the rich and middle class on spikes. On pikes. Wonder if mine got sniped. No, it's right there. A gun. Were you just saying if it would get you, or...
Calling.
What do you guys think she's gonna pick up? You think this is like a pizza place or something?
Calling.
Pizza?
Still calling.
No pizza. Okay.
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
The voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
Do you know me?
No.
What is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Why did I call
Maybe
you?
you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Do you have anything on that name?
Raphael what? Listen, I can't help you over the phone. If you need further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. Are we done?
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him. The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Damn it. How did I not have anything for Ambrosius Cousteau? This is bullshit. Piss into the void so that it may be the void no longer. Should have joined the New People's Army in my country. I feel like we should probably up one of our skills here. Because we've got 3 points ready to go. Could do something with Shivers, or we could further reinforce some of our stuff up here. Read trust. I will not be investing in electrochemistry. I do not need the drugs to be like scratching in my arm every 2 seconds, saying, "Listen now. I want drugs now." Shivers, my beloved. Shivers would be funny, but the thing is, I don't. The only thing about Shivers is we could only get it up to 5 right now, so I don't know. I mean, maybe it would be worth it to put it in regardless, but. We'll put a point in Shivers. 1 point. Brings it up to 4. We'll start seeing if we get some more Shiver checks. And then what else would we want to grab? Maybe like put a point into Volition, just so that we're even more strong of will. Not sure. Not sure. We'll do 1 Volition. Authority. You would love it if we chose authority, wouldn't you? Authority incarnate. I'll accept that. That's good enough for now. And then, is there any thoughts we want to try and do? We've got the 15th Indo tribe, Kingdom of Conscience, Mazovian socioeconomics. So this is the communism. This is like fucking central. Magnesium-based life form. Curious as to what exactly this is. I don't think we're gonna go with any other one right now. Shivers, my beloved. I would recommend focusing on side stuff. Volition is the GOAT. Volition is also top tier. You'll see in the future. Should start listening to me more, Homo. Authority. Pushes you down the fucking stairs. Puts on my ledger of failure. The door is locked and cannot be opened from the side without a pass card. Shit. I guess we should have lifted that pass card at the beginning of the game. It made our life a little bit easier. Trust and read, bro. You were already off by 1 on a check. Listen. Wild Pines. Okay, so it wants me to go all the way down there. All around you. Great machines. And quiescence. Quiescence? Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold up a fucking second. That looks like a lot of bottles. Tare. Glass tares. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
Religion giving me solace in my worst moments until I meet the snoot. That Laster is on the list now, with the commie message and the Nazi message both being censored. Money. Yeah, unfortunately. We're kind of pathetic. I must have been on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor.
Yes, this looks pretty advanced, alright. For now, let's just move on.
Hold up, I gotta grab all these data. This is money, Kim. And I gotta have money for fucking... for my room and board. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's so many fucking bottles. This is like at least $2. Yeah, baby! Woo! Move, Kim. Kim, please. Kim, please. There's a bottle right next to you. Kim, please. Yes. Look, I'm even cleaning up after myself. I'm such a fucking model of being a good guy. What's in here?
This is the Night Watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
I don't care being on a list. I'm from a land of the free, East Europe. Make them respect you, homo. Stop being a sorry cop. Be a superstar cop. I'm trying so goddamn hard. Hamburger. I could go for a hamburger right now. So this is where Rene works. I'm gonna look around.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
There's a framed photograph on the table. Take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, Rene, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera.
There's an internalization called Hobocop that would make it double portare, though that dialogue option is gone and past. Damn. Imagine how much bank we could have made with that shit. That's almost an apology, Mr. Streamer. I don't apologize for anything. I'm a superstar cop. Grah! There we go. I mean, Automod really does love me. Automod just picks and chooses who they want to fucking shoot in the head. You need to tase more people, Mr. Streamer. Tasing is superstar cop stuff. Well, when the game gives me a fucking taser, guess what? I'll start tasing people.
Rene looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Better.
Why did you take that picture of Rene?
I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier. Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Kim, let me be fascinated with things, please. Don't harsh my goddamn vibe. White pine trees are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest under snow. What about this? Can I observe that from here? No, I gotta walk all the way around. Oh, dude, a big fucking red button? That'd be awesome. Wouldn't it be awesome? Comes Zeus, a blaster of baddies. Guys, I don't think I want to be Zeus. Zeus has some problematic natures associated with him. You see faded industrial lettering on the platform. Now, what can I do with this? Tare. Well, not Tare, Real, but you know. I kind of just associate Tare with Real at this point. Oh shoot, yeah, you're right. Kim, I'm gonna freaking do it. I'm gonna hit the button.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marche and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block.
I feel like if I press that button, I might accidentally kill somebody. Not gonna do that. Pride the Lightning, the Attican approves the box. He said knob! Silence you. Stop and go. We'll press a button later, I think. Right now, I want to keep exploring before somebody throws me out of here because I decided to be a little cheeky guy. Dude, there's so much fucking real just sitting around. Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. The speaking tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Ooh, a box. The musk of oil and rust comes from the chasm in front of you. It smells like blood. Open for me, you bastard! I want what's inside! Fine. More tar or more real for me. I'm just gonna keep saying tare, aren't I? It's because I like the word tare. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. The banner sags under the weights and weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Hello, sir.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
What a cheerful fellow.
Container, container, used to be Valentines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
Do not interrupt the little man in his joyous activity. Crowbar or cutters for locked crate. So that's so. Let's put them both on. Yeah, so be it. Noted. Ooh, we get a half-light with these gloves. What are our current gloves? Good for interfacing. Let's half-light, baby. Damn, we're looking badass now. The black shirt would really bring it together, but we really don't give a fuck about drama, so who cares? Okay. Is there anything else over here? I don't think so, other than the button, currently. Already was singing about painting the containers red with alternative painting methods. Leo, the legend himself. Wizard cop. Alright, let's talk to Leo.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
He seems like a rather cheerful fellow. Be glad it's easy, Leo. Imagine meeting difficult Leo. He wouldn't be singing. He'd be glaring at me. Let's get in that schizo grind set. He's happy he escaped GV8, as he should be.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
What is it with you people and scabs?
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
Doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
This is a red check. Ooh, okay. Maybe we come back to that one then.
Sure, mister. About what?
Easy Pete if he was funky. Look at him go, bastard. Look at him go, bastard. Where is everyone? The harp is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Leo and Pete are yin and yang. Both of them may be easy, but that's only because the power they hold would make the protagonist of the game be worthless compared to them. Logic, check him out. Guys, in case you forgot, I don't know what I am. I can't do shit. He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Pro rode that tank container all the way from Volcadera.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into? Gamblers could when they were 8% away from victory.
Whoa, I'm not
True.
really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Yeah, what do they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Is it really quitting if you're forced to stop?
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Too rowdy? Leo, what kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary? Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight you got into. Let's talk about his fight. I want to know about Leo's fight.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
Little guy starts coughing.
You're never getting anything useful out of him. It's good enough you found out Everard has a brother called Edgar, and he helped Leo.
Yeah, I figured we weren't really going to get too much if we asked the other thing. At the very least, if we talked about his past, maybe we can establish some sort of bond. Or, like Volition points out there, we did get a little bit of information out of that. Do you work here?
Yes, yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo. Wait, the little man? Is this Lanny? I can't say the thought didn't cross my mind.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort you're talking about?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real shit. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes. I think you're doing a great job, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
We love Leo. Leo's great. Leo's just a little guy. He's doing his best. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
What's that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it at the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Fang posting in filth is exquisite right now. Fang enjoys her eating good, I suppose. Leo, my favorite involuntary racist. Something's off about this borscht. I'm gonna look into
Oh,
it.
sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
What's in that container over there? Points at the container suspended from the crane arm.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Man's a bit simple, but seems good-hearted. Yeah, there's no reason to hate him, you know? He just seems like an all-around nice guy.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Do not interrupt, Leo.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
Don't say anything.
Them was naked too. That's all I got to say about that.
Keeps nodding, looking at you with a smile that's too sincere to be clever. Finally, he seems to lose some internal struggle and adds, very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everard is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there.
Okay. Thanks, Leo.
Bye-bye now.
He returns to his work. Leo's dying, isn't he? He seems to be a bit of an older gentleman. Could just be like general rot. Volitionist goat, let's go. Alright, so Mr. Everard is going to be in here. So we have this and then the crane to do stuff with, potentially. And we now have a lead on the special borscht. So that's something as well. The only other thing that we can do is talk to Leo about what the banners are here, but for now, we can let it rest. Let's head into here. Coffee thermos. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Stair made of pallets leading up. Oh, well, aren't you a rather large lad? What the hell? Oh, okay, got it. Taxidermy fish that tells time. Kitchen should be open, it's past 1. Right, so we can head to the whirling later to take a look at that. Alright. Is there anything I can equip here? Tools. It might be good to keep our authority up at the moment, not intentionally sabotage that. If we leave our hands empty, we have a suggestion, electrochemistry, conceptualization, suggestion, drama, electrochemistry. Oh, you can get +3 electrochemistry from some of these clothes. Well, you would only be able to get 2, right? Yeah. Alright, I think this is a good enough outfit for us right now. Alright, let's talk to the man.
Before you is a walrus of
Oh
a
my
man
god.
seated behind a large desk.
What a
He looks
fucking
up from his work,
image.
not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
Average comments. What's coming might kill you with your end. Okay. Alright.
With a mixture of
Locks in.
expectation and impatience, well bottled. A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
It's like a more cursed version of the fat guy from Jurassic Park. He looks like the final boss version of the racist lorry driver, if I'm honest. Say nothing. Look him dead in the eye.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank, grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Make them submit to your will. Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So...
He begins to speak, albeit very slowly, purposely leaving a pause after his opener.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here.
More cursed version then? The first Redditor. Whoa.
Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny folding chair, opposite to his giant desk.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
Make him call you master boy, or at least, or the Redditor who consumed the rest.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Why did you take a seat? The death chair. This chair has claimed many lives. Look. He's gonna be focused on me now, because I'm in the chair. So if Kim needs to fucking whip out the gun and shoot him in the head, we're good. Finish the video, 65% or so. How are you doing? Well, we're talking to this fucking walrus guy. Assert your dominance. Guys, calm down. It's not over yet.
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable
my
chair
back!
in the world. It's violating your backside.
It's the fucking nosaphed.
By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically
It should be
huge.
sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Wait, you know Gart?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Don't you dare take his money. You're gonna be crushed and not in a good way. Guys, we kinda need money still for all the funny things. Haven't buckled yet.
Okay,
Keep it.
okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
Mr. Streamer about to become comrade streamer. Come on, unionize. I believe in you. Indebted to a communist redditor, though. Do not submit yourself to the disgusting, bloated communist cretin. Grow a backbone. My backbone is currently being compressed into my body by this fucking chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo.
Guys, I think my spine's about to break again.
Lost. The world is swallowed
Oh,
by a
morale's
black
fine.
hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
I'm not worried. I got this.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Do you think the chair wasn't designed to hurt you? It was planned for.
It was
Wow,
loaded
wow, wow.
with 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Composure. Send it!
Who does this guy think you are? Ronnie the Rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him.
Sink deep into the folding chair. Smile and cross your hands behind your back.
The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
Listen, Everard, pal, we both know what makes the wheels of the world turn.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
Nice bit with the chair, by the way. Good way to keep your guests on edge.
Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
You mess with the bull, an alcoholic. You get the horns, Kim with a gun. Composure just stabs your ass in more than a figurative way.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
I'm not saying I'm corrupt. I'm rational.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
The lieutenant looks quite fed up with the situation.
Somehow you managed to get yourself out of this one. Now quick, keep the momentum up. Ask questions. Questions will show him who's boss.
This isn't the time to try and peek into our past here. Let's talk about my lost gun, the hanging, looking into your shady brew. Ask for the sloppy toppy and you get this secret ending. I'm told the union's involved in the local drug trade. Let's start, we can come to that one, but let's start with the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
Well, that much is true.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Bet you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
I can't accept this.
Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Imagine not taking the immoral decision whenever it's presented. Couldn't be me.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
I'm gonna miss this freaking check so bad.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on, could he really hold my gun
Who
hostage?
knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Wait. The gun may have been bought from Roy's pawn shop. Have your men factored that in?
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important, building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
I don't care about my gun. Keep it. We either just show indifference or we call him out on the blackmailing. Yeah, I'm not gonna be blackmailed.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
The lieutenant is concerned about the lost gun and feels that the fact you haven't prioritized looking for it is unfortunate, if inevitable, and doesn't put the RCM in a good light.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Told the union's involved in the local drug trade. Let's just fucking put some cards on the table, see where it leads.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
Yes, I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, A friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
I don't want to ask for a favor here. I'd rather ask other people. I think we might be able to find someone more capable of helping us out without busting our fucking balls. Looking into your shady brew. Let's talk about Joyce first.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along.
Fat man knows that Harry is more easily manipulated than Kim. Absolutely. Bite the bullet and ask about your name. We might blackmail him for a sloppy toppy.
One thing
I would not want it from this guy, I'm gonna be real.
Is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
And what happened to your previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
You made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this?
Pals can be caught in spheres and used for labor. Very true. As they should be. I'm a nice guy. Holy shit, I knew it.
Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
God, this guy has like slime just coming off of him. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He looks like a trustworthy guy. What do you mean? Sorry to say this, but have you considered just agreeing with Measurehead? The check's easier. And what's a little racism? I did not get my fucking hand broken in multiple fucking locations just to agree with a fucking racist. I'll find a way. Communist and sexist based. It's a skin mask beneath the clothes and stolen flesh. It's all slime.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Alright, let's talk about something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Race is still better than the communist.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Better dead than red. I'm looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
You call me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
Just imagine telling the time that the union leader gave me head story in a bar and they give you free. FR, you really do seem to be wanting to get head from Everard here. I'm just saying.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my
My
name.
God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
Memory's fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
He's into slimes.
It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everard over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Asking too many questions will make you look weak. You should maybe focus on the folder.
You know anything about my family? Kids, let's get this straight. What is my full name? Where'd you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
My drama's too low for this kind of a check right now. Maybe we'll try again later. I'm not gonna ask the other questions. Night, homies. Good night. Rest well. Kind of looks like Dan Schneider. Do you think Claire likes feet? It's trash on stilts and a trench coat. Let's talk about other matters.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
Let's ask about the dead body. Let's see what his price is, at least.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
What if Disco Elysium had a multiplayer mod where one played as Kim? You'd lose out on Kim's personality, though.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
You are a community leader. Help your community out.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down.
Kim would be a murderer in moments. He would at least see the ghost, though.
And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hangs up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
I'm gonna take my leave now. Might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great. Wouldn't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Oof, Mr. Race is gonna help you. Unfortunately, yeah. Don't really have a choice. So, at the very least, you know, sitting in that chair fucking hurt, but it was a bit of a power move. Or at least we got to use it as a bit of a power move. Congrats on successfully unionizing. Can we talk to Leo about it now? Now that we're
Oh, hey,
technically
mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here.
Yeah,
Yes,
let's
I
see.
did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Imagine you could have subscribed to his advanced race theory. I think I'm good on passing on that. I will call you. I'm gonna assume that it's still pronounced as Humanoto. The power move is exactly what he wanted. Listen. I got to at least kind of look cool when I did it. That's superstar cop, all right? Let's see. They can only get to Leo. In the future, can we keep this greeting shorter? I have some questions for you, if that's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
I'm off. No new dialogue. That's fine. Dude is just a constant dick measuring competition, but as a character, I like him. Superstar cops demand better chairs. While that might be true, I don't really have anything else to say. That you're probably right. Probably should have. Where's the button? I'm gonna press the button. Marche. Actually, just real quick, in case this fucking kills me. Nope. Don't talk to Kim. Click the button. Marche.
With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Okay. Well, it certainly is moving it.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
I love special.
Can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Let's go take a look at it. Into the crane we go.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Listen, I think there's something special about this container. We should check it out.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe, but I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
I don't know, Kim. It just feels special.
It's a cargo container, detective, just like all the others.
He doesn't even look at it.
We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Knock on the
No
door.
reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Open the door.
Attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Fuck, they got me.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Roll it.
Why are
Damn
you
it.
trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because getting physical wasn't an option?
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits?
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Fine. Fuck. God forbid a guy tries to have a little fun. The ghost is speaking, Kim, to the car, Fang. You'll understand, Kim. You'll hear them. They're speaking so fucking loud. Real power move would have been to pull out a metal chair and hit him over the head with it. Just fucking whip the metal chair, or like the fucking folding chair out from beneath me and chuck that shit right at his forehead. And then have Jean-Luc walk in and crush my skull with both of his hands. Alright. Jean-Luc. Yep.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Whatever, dude. Help us
So
get the
it
body
was.
down.
You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Real power move would have been to make him use the chair and take his seat. Guys, you don't want to. You think that would be a power move, but the moment you sit in that seat and hear like a wet as you sit down, you'd be like, oh no, oh god.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
There's a hole at the seat and a bucket. Foul.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Wait, that means showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union.
Yes. That is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way.
Shit. I was listening to this in the background. What was that noise? Don't worry about it. What if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Was Mr. Streamer's bucket getting squished?
Listen
Stop.
to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
I don't think we really have any other choice at this point. If you think about it, where does this put us? I mean, we don't have anyone else who can get the body down, I don't think. It's not what we've come across. The only way that potentially that would pan itself out is on Wednesday if we wait till then. Because then the... Yeah, I think we just go with it. Alright, fine.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
We'll play the politics a little bit here, I guess. Better than having to fucking subscribe to the advanced race theory. Kuno could have gotten it down if you gave him the speed, if I remember right.
The woman's
Fucking
gaze
Kuno.
follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead?
Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what?
Just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Is he ripping the whole fucking tree down?
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now?
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
It's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Hello there. Hey, you're saying.
The
Body's
corpse
down.
has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
No side choosing. Did what we had to keep the
And
order.
what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Come on, Kim. Let's go get a look at that fucking body now. It's about damn time.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
I like manana, so like, you know what? It's fine. Told ya. Listen.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
Harbors a primary suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
So almost killed by a gunshot? That sounds a little fucking wild.
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
Takes a sip from his flask. Alright, let's get over to the whirling. We can take a look at the body and we could look into a couple different things now. We have actually real quick. Let's pop in here and deposit our data.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears.
There we go. A little bit of cashola. So we need to take a look at the borscht and the body right now. Those are two big things. And we can talk to the union workers in the area right here. Let's drop a quick save. Sure, it was $2, right? We'll go ahead and just do that real quick, just that way we don't have to, like, leave that as a action item to get done with. It'll be quick.
What a shirt. All other shirts pale in comparison.
Welcome to Helmdall, officer.
There we go. Shirt acquired. Our authority goes down, but you know, last are just fucking seething over there. We get a little bit more on our shivers and physical instruments. So whenever we need to like actually be kind of big, -2 authority looks disapprovingly. We need shivers, boy. We need to be in tune with the world. Alright, let's run into the kitchen real quick. I don't think we can talk to this guy still, but maybe we have something
The
new.
man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
You know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Okay. Said you're friends with the Manana. Is that true?
The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
Yeah, could have told that. What's in that borscht I'm making there? Point to the large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer, with his brow arched.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
Picks up the bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Oh, great. The necktie's gonna get me fucking owned.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yeah. Nod and turn your fingers clockwise. Turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Think I could have some?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup.
Alright, well that's that. Sucks, but it's okay. Agent of Chaos. Trying to complete this second chapter. Art of his feet posting again. Doesn't surprise me. So what do we got here? So this is this the same stats as a Comdo Red? Yeah. +1 physique, -1 morale. Okay. It's just alcohol. It's a bowl. They're spitting it, reeking of tobacco. Spitbowl. Makes sense. Photos of men in overalls, toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Ooh. They're real.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Inland Empire. Open my eyes.
The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
Squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there.
There is something out there.
Yeah, your mother.
Squint my eyes so fucking hard.
Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
Fun fact, real is Brazil's money. Brasil numero uno. As opposed to the USA, where the money is fake. I love my fake money. It makes me feel... And that's where I'm gonna end up.
Where you say your bed.
I believe what I see on stream, and I don't see any feet here. Must I go to absolute filth? Must I do something that people are not going to be happy about? Do it. Shakes my fucking head. A broad-chested, or a broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
He and his men carry themselves like giants. You'll need to prove your mettle to be taken seriously.
YouTube won't let you, so I'm safe.
Detective.
YouTube can't fucking stop me if I really wanted to. The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you, maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
We need to talk about the hanged man out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
You really seem to be focusing on that whole pretty boy thing there, Glenn.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
How do people not think that the whole pretty boy shit is the gayest thing ever? Why is it something that most masculine men, or something that masculine men do? Like, bro, gives a shrug.
You fuck with the Hardy Boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Shouts the scrawny rat-faced man, 2 teeth missing in the front.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Elysium.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Fat Angus. This implies the existence of a skinny Angus.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
You're the one who likes referring to him as pretty boy, sir, not me. By that logic, there must be a Titus softie around somewhere. Could anyone explain what's going on screen? Because I don't understand a pixel of what's going on right now. Trying to investigate a crime. Keep up with it. Well, there is no other size Angus, only prime Angus. God, I could go for a steak right now. You made yourself hungry. Good job.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container built around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Just let it sink in. Don't think listen to the narrator VA.
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
But there's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Who called the shots that
Are
night?
you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. Keep addressing Titus. Don't acknowledge Elizabeth right now.
Who do you fucking think does?
Sounds more amused than angry. Point at Titus, you do. You give the commands. Point at Elizabeth, I thought she did. Point at Fat Angus, the biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Point at the bearded man. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Nah, talk about Everett. Might be able to provoke him. Maybe slip some detail. That, or it'll explain his relationship with Everett to some extent.
You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on us. Everard runs the union. I run the Hardy Boys.
When Titus Hardy says he runs the Hardy Boys, he means that in an administrative capacity. On that night, everyone acted as one man.
When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
Fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long have you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that.
Wasn't talking to you, Glenn. Shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
Happier, yes.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why'd you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
This guy's favorite movie is Lords of the Locker Room, that's for sure. Why whenever that one guy talks, all I think about is Tank Dempsey? I can kind of hear it. So he was a mercenary. That's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how did you even know he was in Special Forces?
Cause one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm RNA's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some RNA's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
Wipes spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
These guys are self-projecting fantasies hard.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Wasn't he a trained killer from one of these special forces? If yes, then how'd you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
I don't want to close myself off, but I want to see if maybe there's something that he slips here that gives me a chance to maybe have a better check on the composure here. Grape is a 0 Riz move, to be honest. Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right
There
here.
we go. Just a little bit extra. Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Titus is solid as a rock, and so are a few others. But
First, tell me who's solid.
Elaine, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch. Definitely not his first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid, too. Always fidgety, yes, but no change there. Him neither. Mostly keeps to his tomato juice, or whatever he's got there.
And who's cracking? This one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. They've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far, definitely the weakest link in the chain. Hey you! Turn to the big guy. Having some trouble breathing over there?
No.
He looks up, startled, his forehead shiny from sweat. A few coiled locks are peeking out from under his warm woolen hat.
Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is.
Man, this next to the big guy bursts out laughing.
Fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy. All muscle.
Keep your eye on this powerful guy. Sooner or later, he's going to break like a piece of twig.
There's something you're not telling me.
And fuck you, too, copper. Picking on Angus like this. We're done with this schoolyard shit. And just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing.
His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's genuinely trying to look out for Angus. This one is a stone wall. You won't get more out of them about the night of the murder. Not yet.
Alright, I got other questions.
Like what, copper?
You murdered him, just like that. No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
Yeah, let's play the cop card, I guess. Not gonna try and say everybody's criminal scum of the earth. Doing my job doesn't really do anything. You just kill people like it's nothing. Or we could do number 4, drink so much they can barely remember anyone I sent, but yeah, we'll do 3.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I could have stepped closer to him, but this dude would fucking rock my shit, not to mention he's got 6 more people on us. And if he really wanted to, he could probably get us fucking hung as well. Me and Kim both. Better to take a moment here. Kim has a gun? Yeah, and it takes him a moment to reload with each shot. He shoots Titus here, but the rest of them are on us in a second. It's smarter for us to regroup, figure out what we're going to do, and then come back. If we want to try and arrest them, let's think about a best case to do it under. Not right here, not right now.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Not to mention, all this does smell foul as fuck. Something's afoot.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Godly authority. How high could I get my authority right now? We would need to beat a 16 on the check. And we have 3. I'm gonna take off now. A disadvantage is an understatement in your position. Alright, let's see here. Do I have anything that would help with authority? No. The only thing I think I could do is take off the shirt. That would bump me up 2, but even then we're still very disadvantageous position in that respect. We wouldn't want to try and make that check. We'd just make ourselves look like a fucking fool. Best to leave it be for now.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
If only you would listen to me more. Should have upped authority when you had the chance. 2 high authority makes you the most randomest asshole. It's fucking jarring and comical. Keep it on, take it off. Keep it on roll, take it off roll. The only issue is maybe we'll do that in a little bit. I don't really want to do it right now because I want to go look at the body first.
Can I help you?
Not to mention getting bad rolls right now. If we get some that are going to fuck up our health, we're going to get fucking dunked on.
Another thing. Yes.
Right, since multiple rolls is more. True. Matematica. Then we need to leave Mr. Streamer and enjoy the show. Alright, we can investigate. Can I investigate the tracks here?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slab.
Not here. It'd be the footprints up here, right? Yeah, there we go. Fucking Kuno! Alright, what do we got with the prints?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Alright, let's see here. Can I get my visual calculus up a little bit more? No. Our office shades are all that's going to do it for us. 72% isn't a bad one, though. Let's give it a roll.
There are several footprints in the mud. Left. Wow. Still not doing it.
Great.
You're bad at this.
Why is this so complicated? Keep failing. Seems really important. Tracks on the scene. I can't read them at all, Lieutenant.
Don't beat yourself down. Neither can I. We'll have another look later.
Good God. Without the glasses and then with the glasses, yeah, that would have been smarter. Because I can't do it now, right?
There are several footprints in the mud. Left by...
Yep. Alright, we'll have to see about doing something with that later. And maybe we can find something out about it, but it's not immediately critical.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
You can bump 1 point into visual calculus right now and reattempt. I could. Can we take the cool boots now? We might be able to. Wipe a tear
The
from my eye.
measure head has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open?
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Wait, honorary rank of detective?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
yeah, I guess I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field
Come
autopsy?
on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
You wouldn't happen to have another pair of gloves, would you?
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they're enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Open your ledger and at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Let's jump ahead to 3-part summary. Begin. Number 1, assistance.
That's you.
Harry Dubois. We're gonna keep this professional. We know we are not Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. These are official documents now. We've come to this conclusion. We can work with this. Alright, so, Harry Dubois.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings. Just lies there. The next box says...
Coroner's case number...
KK57-0803.0815.
But we are Raphael. Yes, when we introduce ourselves. It's our cool superstar cop name. But whenever we're at the precinct, we have to be boring old Harry Dubois, the guy who's fucking a failure and drank himself almost to death. Right, write it down.
Next.
Name.
N.A. Next.
Date of birth.
N.A.
Age.
Roughly 50.
About 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically. The precinct requires correction, and we will correct it.
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Right, male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th.
04/03/51.
What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
Number 1. External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check on the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Write it down, short light brown, no pattern baldness. Touch the corpse's hair before moving on.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim.
Stroke his hair, gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand, like thread off a rag doll's head. There's brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Keep petting him. Write it down, adding brilliantine.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Calm down, Guno.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
I was kind of hoping to go into weird territory there. We're trying to be professional right now to some extent. We gotta touch his hair a little bit, but that's it. Write it down.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. Good thing we got these chain cutters. Oh yeah, I got this.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Pull him out. Superstar cops aren't professional, especially not with our mental status.
Always good to think ahead. Now...
The cop part of the superstar cop's leaning in a little harder right now. Don't worry, we'll be super later. He points to the rope, squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig. I agree. Fuck it, send it.
You are? This pig is Kuno's.
Being Kuno's pig has a steadying effect on your hand. Go with the flow, man.
Let's go! So it's like a sorry cop. Stop that. I am not a sorry cop. I'm Kuno's pig right now. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now. Like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Fuck yeah, interfacing. Thanks for the assist.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around
I don't want to talk about how close it was.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant is kneeled over, running his finger along the dark red groove, till there's a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
No bottom cop. Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, processing, science. That's what I meant. I was trying to get a psychic read.
No, you weren't, officer. That would be preposterous. Just write down that we request a semen, vaginal, and anal fluids analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Look at the caca.
The dead man's penis is average.
Yeah!
Congested from the downward collection of blood.
Ooh.
The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Write it down. Add semen sample. You can end stream now.
Back is
I certainly could,
intact.
couldn't I?
Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Not gonna get better from here. Did we peek looking at a dead man's dick and balls? Is that it, guys?
In addition,
am I that washed?
Residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves to the other hand. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
My name is...
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
It's good to hold your hand. Did you like when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
How about the internal examination?
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
No.
You don't even have a joke.
Nope. Right and not applicable. Holy shit, GVH VOD 3 got my blood boiling. Welcome to the anger.
Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
I lost hours of peak for that. Yeah, at least it wasn't a very long stream, that fucking VOD.
You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Did you view VOD 2's mommy fetish? When did that one happen? That was like middle of the VOD, wasn't it? Or no, it was near the end. Right? I don't even remember. I don't want to remember.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Also, are you talking to a corpse? We were talking to a corpse a second ago, but we're mostly conducting the autopsy right now. Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Thought we ended right after or something, but I forgot. Well, I think we ended after the third L&L segment, and the mommy thing was part of the second L&L segment. Because we started the fucking third stream at the beach, if I'm remembering correctly.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deep.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth.
Am I about to die?
You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Okay.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
The lieutenant repeats impatiently. Let's go with the jaws. The mouth snaps shut before you.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why? Don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think so.
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist in me wonders if there's something we could still do.
We already have one test as per regulation, and we already requested semen.
Pigs requested semen like it's no big deal.
I'm not even interested in these boring mulkus anymore. Haven't sucked him off or anything.
Can we change it to toxicology? It seems a bit more prudent.
At a request, then, we'll know if drugs or poisons remain in his blood. At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with it.
Right, not available, and add toxicology requested. Beginning to think you should have gone for the physical instead of mental with how much health we've been losing. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of rough out here. We went through like all of our nosaphed storage today.
Cardiovascular.
We're gonna need to stop by the
Body
store to
exhibits
pick up
heavy
some more.
liquidity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
He breathes in a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around. To the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Write down amid the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
What about the injuries we have inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters.
But isn't that sloppy?
Be pedantic if you like, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate this man's murder. And if they do, such details would only confuse them.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
The boy nods approvingly.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Bite marks.
Head, chest and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Well, obviously non-fatal post-mortem. That doesn't really need to be said, does it?
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions?
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
What's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Let's turn the page back real
The
quick.
corpse lay slouched to the side.
Tell me
oblivious
something.
To its surroundings.
I need something, dead man.
Looney Rooney.
At the autopsy, you said you have ancient mysteries.
Oh yes, Kobo mi Lobo. In the gift horse's mouth. Tracts and wakes and waterways. Ancient materials buried.
Yeah, but to where, brother?
Just a small gulp away. My beloved Kobo. A small gulp away.
Enough.
Come back later, Kobo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features.
Alright. Bite mark.
Be thorough if you want maximum results.
Don't think we have anything else, really, other than trying to take his boots, but Kim's obviously not going to be approving of that. If we want to take the boots, we're going to have to do it at nighttime, so... Look at your marks.
Dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Honestly, feel like he was already dead when they hung him. So far, it seems like there's way more at play here. Something about the Hardy Boys confessing. It seems like they're trying to take the fall for something. Get the heat off of the Union. And the way that they were very insistent on talking about it. So they just confirmed his death then, made it for show. I'm thinking that might actually be the case. I don't think that the hanging is what killed him. I think he was dead prior. I'm not sure what it could have been. Not really from the Union since they're still a part of it. There's just too much shit that smells about this whole thing is the issue here. There might be something less obvious about this death. It's possible he could have been poisoned maybe and killed that way. And then they gave it to the Hardy Boys to hang to throw the scent off of what actually happened. Make it just look like a mob killing. Could it be poison just a gulp away? Yeah, there is that the body said. Honestly, my detective senses are tingling. I don't think that was what killed him. The lieutenant falls silent abruptly.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I'm serious. I don't think this is what was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
There's no reason, it's just a random guess. I arrived at the conclusion through psychic arts. I can't shake the feeling he was doing something else when he died. Why weren't his hands tied? Big man like this? I'd tie his hands when marching him to the gallows. Let's appeal to Kim's logic here. It's true, his hands weren't tied, or at least they weren't tied as much. Not to mention, if he was going to be hung, he would be struggling against those bindings enough to leave some kind of mark on his arm or his hands. Poison would leave traces from where and for how long. That's the thing. Kim has his doubts about toxicology being able to do anything given the time, or like, he's been out here for like a week at least. Whatever was in his system might have exited somehow. We should know though, the twist is we killed him. True, we did admit to it.
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench. But you are right, I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being.
From the leftover feces, and for a while actually. Well, maybe we could find something there if we were to test it.
Let's run this up.
Who's to say?
And pronounce this field autopsy over.
First, how'd it go?
It was an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But, personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
From the things like arsenic can persist for weeks. I mean, we don't know what he would have been poisoned with in the first place here, so that does muddy the waters, doesn't it?
We requested a test to be run on the genitals. That was the règle. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
What else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand, and at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse.
Leans forward. Lock in.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition.
Let's go.
It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
What is this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features.
I'm about to die, aren't I, guys? Hold up. I'm gonna... Just for safety's sake here, and because it's not a terrible one to level, crawl up his nostrils, squeeze his nose, put my fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, delicate to touch. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Say, fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Kuno nods, too. He takes a step closer.
Touch it with your finger. Gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
There's secrets in there, Capo.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex.
Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The undulations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
There's a cavity, cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavity, see?
Kuno's voice is hushed.
Quivering with awe.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
Feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
Inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium. Right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
The lieutenant leans closer.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
Her voice is absolutely sizzling with excitement.
Fish it out.
pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
Whisper, I got you.
My pig's fucking got it?
What? What is it?
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Fucking beautiful!
A bullet.
The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. Psycho Cop gets a fucking dubski!
Leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
Oh man, that makes me feel gross. Honestly, the best part of the game, one die from a fail. Hell yeah, this super cop shit.
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your bloody hand. Feels light. Jeez Louise, he just went in there. Look, the corpse said it had something for me. I had to go in there and fucking... Yeah, you just get real up in there and just... Oh, there's a bullet in here. Weep.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Could be. Could be. Generally, I think I agree that this is what killed him. I think somebody put a gun to the back of his mouth, pulled the trigger, and the helmet he had probably helped from it erupting from the back of his head. And so then they made it a hanging to look at like it wasn't a kill like that, to make things look less worth looking into. Because now we have to think about, okay, well, who has a gun here that would have used it? There's a little bit of something that we can do with that. Helmet, what about the shrapnel, though? The shrapnel from the helmet? Well, given what they've been saying about this armor, it's extremely durable. It probably, given that his brain was able to stop a lot of the force, maybe. The helmet would probably explode in dozens little metal pieces. Perhaps, if it was a regular helmet. There are gun stashes everywhere, though. It's true, but... At the very least, what this does for us is it tells us that people are lying about this. Like, they claimed that he was alive, and that at no point did they ever say they shot him. Something like that would have killed a person. Being shot through the back of the mouth into your brain. And even if not, that's attempted murder at the very best. He would have died to those injuries without any sort of medical treatment, I'm sure. So, I'm kind of inclined to agree that that is probably what killed him. It was your gun the whole time. It has little legs. A rifle bullet, though. It's not necessarily a rifle bullet. It's an unknown caliber, but the bullet is rifled. Or the gun would be rifled. That much we know. It's unknown what exactly would have shot it. Could have been just a pistol, someone putting it into the back of his mouth. There's a lot of things here. During your drinking rampage, you kept putting your gun in your mouth, foreshadowing. I mean, I am the murderer. Not a musket, got it. Not a smoothbore, we're good on that. Almost part of the suit that absorbed impact. Apart from that, you found the bullet in the back of the mouth, so did the shot occur from the back or the front? Well, given... I assume that we wouldn't have seen any entry wound from the back of the neck. I would assume Kim is thorough enough to have seen that if that were the case. So what it looks like is they put it to the back of his mouth, pulled the trigger up into his brain, and it hit the back of his chrome dome. My 22's rifle didn't make a rifle. Yeah, I agree, Kim.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Agreed.
I have had my doubts for a while now, since I saw there were no signs of struggle on his hands, and no claw marks on his neck. There have been other signs too, small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected.
Secret task complete.
No such luck for them.
Let's go.
We didn't fall for it, he thinks. There's pride in there.
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
You just said I'm stinky. Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Alright. Well, now that I'm done finger fucking this dude's bullet hole in the back of his neck, or in the back of his mouth, what happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
You'll be gone? What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this.
Right.
I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Yay! Don't transport him if you want the boots. I don't care that much about the boots, if I'm completely honest. The thing is, if I take the boots now, it's going to complicate the investigation further. So, we'll just leave it.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks, and even the main case.
Wrong, take the boots.
Difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
What happens if we even try to grab the boots right now? They'll probably yell at us, right?
The man is decomposing. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Carry him with your
I
boots.
thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Yeah. If we try to remove it again, he's just gonna probably say the same thing, or we'll fuck up removing the boots anyways. I'm comfortable not having the boots. Now, he's gonna be gone for the rest of the day. Where does that leave us? Let's go look at the fractured
safely
bullet.
sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
So what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Oh, good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Feel the bullet through the bag.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
Inspect it closer.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal, It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet, close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Wonder if it was a suicide.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks.
Have a similar rifle on hand.
A rifle. Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
What about the make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you, the dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
So military rifles, something a merc might use.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from.
Okay. And?
This shot probably came from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
And why's that?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
You should consider every shot. I like it.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without causing trouble.
Uh-oh.
After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier.
Ruh-roh.
But back to the investigation.
Right, Kim, right. No commentary right now. We gotta keep going. I think I'm really a detective. Something mysterious is afoot with this antique bullet type. I played the fifth.
Okay. Either way, we'll know when we find the gun.
The bullet has nothing more to say. Alright. So, a rifle. What we know so far. Interesting. Armed population is much better equipped to resist the tyranny of the government. Until the tyranny of the government has fucking drone strikes, in which case your little dinky gun ain't gonna do shit, is it? I don't think this is the US, Chief. Taxation is theft. What time is it? Yeah, we're coming up on like 4 hours. We'll probably end it off here in just a bit.
The man is decomposing visibly now. Every hour, he looks. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Try to remove him again.
I thought we decided to leave it.
Damn it.
Please.
I thought
Please. Please.
This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Alright, well. We can send him off. Beginning of next stream. In case we feel like we want to do something. So what does that leave us right now? Let's talk to Kuno. See what he has to say about the whole thing.
Necromancer pig? That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Oh, brutal shit. Tell me, Kuno dies. You gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets. Gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in his chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. Bleed, pig. Someone opens a window and says, but Emile cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
You know what's a good line of work for getting shot?
Pigs.
He nods. There's a silence it carries. I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference.
You should thank him.
He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway. He said you're the king of the entire Jamrock? None. Tip really paid off. Job, Kuno. Let's set Kuno on the fucking cop path, shall we?
What? Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch bitch. The oldest trick in the book, people.
Are you snitching, Kuno?
This is some ancient bullshit, people. Kuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pig's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You found a real nice button to push. Turned the tables on him.
Talk about your shack again. Heard enough of this.
I'm
off. Bye bye. Bye, Kuno. Bye bye. Whee! I'm leaving now. How many points do I got? 3 points. Might be time to go ahead and pop up in a new thoughts, perhaps. Let's see. Couple more things we could do that are on the mind right now. Was there anything up north? Oh, 2100. We have to go do the thing with the guy on the roof, right? Look at Afghanistan. They had drone strikes there in Lakuan. That's why the Second Amendment goes beyond firearms. Stupid censor. Not a group of kids or aid workers, so I'm safe from drone strikes. Let's see if we can talk to
Vigilance officer.
Brunet about his
do for you?
the picture. I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He adds with a slight sigh.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative.
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
He tries to argue.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the royal carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Everett gets it. Big guys looking after the small and everyone working together. I love it. Yeah, as if. Such dependency only weakens a man further. Do or die, there is no middle ground. But it is but one man. We need a program. Get all the elderly back in the job market. Keep folks motivated. René should rent out his services, invest the profit, get few more guys, expand and repeat. Wage work is dead end. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Tata collecting. It's my side thing too. Proudly hold out the bag.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You look happy. Who's the girl? Hey, you ready for him to explode?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Got it. Thanks.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Thanks for your time. See if we can talk about the lady here.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
You mentioned Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu.
Oh, sweet Jenny. She was
Jenny.
the finest woman in all of Revachol. Maybe the entire world.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
So you both know her.
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. The 3 of us have been best friends since we were 4. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
He jerks forward, but then grabs his chest and stops. Do not intervene.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You...
The tall veteran looks at you and nods.
No point starting this all over again. For the 1000th and the first time. Especially when we have company. Officer.
What happened to her?
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. Peaceful.
He smiles faintly.
René and I were both by her bedside when she...
He pauses, searching for the right word.
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
Departed. Until the very hand she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
Why do you think she was indecisive?
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry.
The look in his eyes is happy and distant.
She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married.
Women, right? It's a bit odd.
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there, falls silent, and turns away.
Thanks for sharing.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
I wanted to ask you about the Union again.
Sure, officer.
I didn't actually.
No.
Bye. Okay. Oh. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. How's our XP doing right now? 71. We need 29 more and then we get another point, baby. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck yeah. Alright. Well, we're coming up on the 4-hour mark here, so I think that's a pretty good place to call it. We'll probably save right here outside the whirling. I want to run back over to the statue real quick, because I think we can redo that check now.
An old monument.
Encyclopedia.
In the middle
Sand
of
it.
the traffic island. The
And
more
my brain
you ask
hurts.
yourself, the less you know. One thing is
I've hurt my brain yet again, as always. This fucking sucks so bad. I want to do. Can we do the racist lorry driver again? Sleeping dock worker, backyard walls, conceptualization, which is impossible. I guess we could run over that real quick. Toys Messier. There's a esprit de corps, that is. Mirror, the barbell. The damaged ledger. Oh, Jesus. It's not happy. Medium logic. Shivers legendary measure heads of conceptualization map wall. Ice cream maker. Heroic. Gaston Matan. Titus hard youth. Okay. Alright. We got a couple checks we can do. The racist lorry driver isn't on it. So let's go do the wall conceptualization real quick and then we'll end off for the night. We made some good progress today, though. We talked to Thart. We did the autopsy. I actually found the fucking bullet that apparently killed the mans. Got into the place. We sat in that, like, fucking... that building for... like, 30 minutes just yapping. I guess I should have done the pre-stream yap.
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
There's no way. Conceptualize.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Why?
Why must we stop to...
Alright, well, we kind of figured that was going to be the case. Any chance of reading the SFW 500 before the stream ends? Nah, probably not tonight. Already coming up on 4 hours. Maybe if we don't end up doing disco tomorrow, we could take a look at it then. Because we'll probably be doing a little bit of something else, and we'll have a proper amount of time to just have like a pre-stream type deal. Ugh. Do it in the chat, Livia voice. It's been a while since you guys have gotten like a bedtime story from chat, Livia, hasn't it? I think you're probably due for one soon. But for now, that's gonna do it. Fucking... Hey. The bumbling cop actually managed to do something good tonight, guys. In a fucking absolute twist of fate. We might have sat in Fat Fuck's torture chair, thereby relinquishing some of our really cool badassery. But at the very least, we were able to be like, yeah, nice chair, dickhead, and then sink deeper into it, which was kind of cool. And then we, even after we fucked up the body, getting it down by shooting it, we were able to find that bullet. We brain fingered a corpse, exactly. And that led to information, which, you know, can't ask for too much more, can we? Especially not from our guy. That's from, depending on who you ask, Carrie Dubois or Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Either or. But yeah, should be live again tomorrow. Hopefully about 10:45. I know we've been starting later recently, but this week's been a little bit brain rotty for myself. Been a little tired during, or have been waking up later and having some issues. Had to mute through that part. That's fair. It was a little grody. But yeah, we'll hopefully be starting around 10:45 tomorrow. Potentially more disco, potentially reading, or something completely different. Who knows? We'll also be having community night again on Saturday. Hopefully I'll have more information for that by tomorrow. If not, we'll be playing it by ear for Saturday. Who fucking knows? Maybe we'll just like chill out in like the Discord or something. We'll see how we're feeling. Also, note on the Inco Noted Supercut, that's mostly put together. I just need to do some finalizing touches to it, and then we'll be able to start letting that render and then upload. So look forward to that sometime this weekend. But for now, anybody who's in chat, be you lurking or otherwise, hope you had a good time watching your favorite superstar cop failure try to fumble his way through his murder case. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. Till tomorrow, take care.